optics troubleshooting, more specifically people seeing a starburst in their red dot is a pretty common problem. What is this? What is this?
So first and foremost, what types of optics?
So usually these are red dots, I'm assuming. Is that right?
Reflex sights.
It's our more commonly the AT3 ones that we're getting the questions about.
Well, just red dots in general.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, not just AT3 brand, but red dots in general.
Yep. So with that, it's crazy to me, but I think there's research that about 80% of the world actually has an astigmatism.
Is that
and
right?
that's what's causing the starburst is the astigmatism and how your eye perceives that red dot, which is basically a laser. So the number one things to figure out, is it the red dot or is it just how your eye is perceiving it? I do what's called the phone camera test. Almost everyone's got a cell phone camera these days. If not, you probably know someone that's got it. Take your phone, center it on that little red dot down the middle of the scope. If it comes back that crisp, clean, round dot that you're expecting, there you go. It's just how your eye is perceiving it. If the camera picks up the burst, then it's the red dot.
So I want to know, how many people have you talked to that don't have a cell phone but have guns? Because they have their priorities correct, then I would say.
I've ran into 4.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
They don't have a cell phone.
They're
but
like, I don't got a phone.
Nope. They're like, I just have this landline phone that I'm calling you on. And I'm like,
Does your landline have a camera?
I really wish I could be you and not have a cell phone some days.
Yeah.
You can use a webcam.
Yep.
A little bit harder to use, but you can use that as well.
Can you use like a point and shoot camera, like
Yeah.
old school?
Yeah,
Can
why
you?
not?
Any kind of camera really will do it.
Essentially, what you need to get rid of is the astigmatism in the eyes. And personally, I have not met anybody that doesn't see a slight blur. And I guess to me, is it snake oil that, use your camera will make it better? Or is it just like every single person's going to see a little blurriness out of a red dot, out of a reflex sight? And it's just like, if you use your camera, it's crisp and clean. But I've seen top of the line red dots, the bottom of the barrel. And honestly, some of the more top of the line ones have more flair to them.
I mean, like I won't mention the name, but I have a top of the line carry optic, and I get a burst really bad on that one. And I get into some of our optics, and it's not as bad. I think it's just on what emitter they're using. Really.
So, what are some ways to mitigate the blurriness or the starburst effect?
One thing is you can get sunglasses, get shooting glasses that have that bifocal in it. That helps take out it. But
So those are kind of like prescription almost?
prescription. But if you don't want to go that route, the cheap, quick, easy fix is just turn down the brightness. The lower the brightness, the less that intensity is, the less your eye picks up the burst. That's the best, quick, easy thing. But if you need that high intensity all the time, for whatever reason, the best way is to just get a bifocal.
A majority of people probably have their brightness set too high on their red dots because it's easier to see. But the thing that you have to be careful of is now your dot actually becomes larger. And the further out you're going, that's more MOAs. It's covering up more of your target out there. So usually my rule is the lowest acceptable plus one up. So that's usually kind of how I set my red dots.
I know for me, brightness is a huge factor for me. Whenever it's too bright, I just get a crazy star in there, and it gets really bad.
Any optic that has that auto brightness stuff, I just turn that off.
Do you really? Okay.
I can't, because if you get into that situation where it wants to turn the brightness all the way up, well, now I got a huge burst and I can't stand it.
I think the auto brightness kind of comes down to use case. Like if it's a range gun, you really don't need it. But if it's like a carry gun, I'm going to leave it on personally just because from a defensive standpoint, I don't see myself shooting out to 100 yards. I see myself going in the corner and hiding before I go out that far.
Is 100 yards an acceptable self-defense distance? I wonder what a jury would say about that, or a judge.
I would say that's probably.
I think there is a scenario where that would be acceptable.
Is that guy aiming a gun at me? Yes.
Or at other people in a crowd, you can do something about it. But at the same time, like if you're using a subcompact like a Glock 26 or something, probably not the most responsible move. But let's say you got your 6.5 Creedmoor in the back of your truck. You got your truck gun.
Yeah.
And
And that's got a red dot on it.
Yep.
Because, there's more, obviously you could put a red dot on a rifle or whatever.
yeah, and you got a 1X red dot on your 6.5 Creedmoor.
Hey, maybe it's 45-degree offset, and a backup sight. You never know.
At that point, I would still be using the magnified optics at 100. So
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
at that point.
I'm going to be more consistent that way.